Okay, so the timer has gone off. These parts ran for 6 minutes in the sodium hydroxide, and you can see the chemical reaction taking place. But we need to stop the chemical reaction from taking place. Otherwise, the parts become too dark. They accumulate something called smut on the parts, and those will cause the parts to be a little darker than we would like. So we need to get these out of here and onto a hanger. So I'm going to get this Allen key, and I noticed that one of the parts fell off, so I'm actually going to get one of these tongs as well. So if your parts did not fall off, that's great. Good job. But my parts did. So what I want to do is I want to take these out of here, rinse them in cold water. So I'll remove this tray. I'll get the cold water running, and so I'll take the parts out. Oop. And try not to knock the parts off the hanger. Okay, so I'm just going to get all of the sodium hydroxide off of the part, and we'll carry it over here very gently. You want to make sure that, see, there's still some bubbles in the holes. Focus on those holes. Try to leave the hook, the hanger, naturally hanging as much as possible, meaning don't sort of bend the hook or carry it on an angle. The part tends to pop off the hook that way. So we'll put these in these holes, just through the sides of these, of this bar, this copper bar, just like that. And so I'll get the next part too. Okay. So just rinse that off in cold water. Place it in there like that. And now all of these parts I'm gonna need to go fishing for. Okay, so I'm just gonna hang that back up on the wire like that and grab the hanger. Now these parts, it's important not to touch them against anything, because you will contaminate the parts at this point. Okay, one more part. Let's see if we can do it. I can somewhat see it at the bottom here. Now, unfortunately, these tongs are made of steel and may scratch the part. So this is rather precarious how I'm holding this. I'm going to have to put the phone just right there. Okay, so I got the part out. Try not to drop it on the floor or something like that, because then it will need to be washed all over again, and then also the 6-minute sodium hydroxide process as well. So the aluminum oxide has been stripped from the parts. I'm just going to get this Allen key, and I want to make this Allen key has been actually ground on this end so that we don't actually torque the screws like using the small end. So it applies just too much torque. You just want to get that snug, just like that. Okay. Now these parts are safe to dry. All the water will dry from them, and they will be anodized by the next student in the cycle. So you are in fact cleaning somebody else's parts, and your parts that you make for your Stirling engine are cleaned by someone else. So it's really a team activity to make sure that we have a good cleaning process so that everybody ends up happy with their parts at the end. Okay, so that completes the hanger and sodium hydroxide process part of the anodizing process.